What up, YouTube world? Jester. We're on the couch. It's a new couch. Deal with it. I don't care if you don't like it. I like it. It's a good couch. Talking about stupidity. Today I've got an interesting topic that I feel like a lot of people aren't even aware of in this country, right? And what I'm going to be talking about here is not just the correctional system and prisons in general, but private prisons. And I'm actually planning on doing an entire video series. Got a couple of buddies that just got released, both on what are either fallacious or trumped up and ridiculously expanded charges. I'll give you a little bit more info on that. Be looking for that on the channel in the next couple days. But a lot of people don't realize this, but about half the prisons in this country and a good bit of the jails are private for-profit businesses that get paid subsidy based on how many people are in the beds. So in other words, they have incentive to keep people in this prison. They don't want to let people out. They don't want to rehab anybody. Another interesting stat is about 80% of the people in prison today are in there for non-violent crimes. And that's a ridiculous statistic. I don't understand why we as the taxpayers have to pay for non-violent offenders to be locked up and segregated. They're not violent. They're not hurting anyone. I mean, you can make an argument for someone who steals something, I guess, perhaps. You don't want your stuff stolen, but I mean, other than that, I can't see a single good reason to lock non-violent offenders up. And if you already don't know how I feel about drugs, then just go check the other videos. But I can't see a reason to make that illegal either and waste our tax money on this. It's almost frustrating to know that the way our prison system, as it currently functions, does zero good for anybody, because we have a higher recidivism rate than almost any civilized world. And a lot of people talk about America's number one. We're number one. We are in 3 areas: military spending, military strength, and people in jail. I think we probably are number one in the amount of guns per capita too. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments below. But I know we're number one in those 3 areas. We've got a larger military than everyone else in the world combined. We spend more money on than everyone else in the world combined. And we have more people in prison than any other modern nation, any other nation. There's more percentage of the population in prison than in the military. Is every one of these people evil? I don't think so. I don't think there's that many fucking lunatics in the world that we just have to lock them up for extended periods of time, for decades. Why? I got a buddy who could have been put to jail for 25 years for doing something that you would probably forgive with, at max, a fine. At max, a fine. Maybe if you're super right-wing conservative, you might say, well, we got to put him in jail for 30 days. They threatened him with 25 years. It doesn't make any sense. And again, anytime you have a for-profit prison system, you incentivize people to lock people up. And now you've got these same people who own the prisons donating money to law enforcement organizations, incentivizing them to raid low-income communities, enforce drug laws that aren't enforced on higher levels of society, to fill the prisons, to create this, high school to prison cycle. It's a real thing, man. It blows me away. It's similar to the military-industrial complex in that it really does feed itself, and it gets a very small amount of people very, very rich and screws over an incredible number of people. But I don't know, I could be wrong. Maybe you're for private prisons. Tell me what you think. Comments are down below. I'm going to get out of here. I got shit to do. Hope y'all like the new couch. Either way, any couch is the Jester's couch when the Jester's on the couch. So, have fun.